Since I am a very basic beginning student, I got to see the potential of what could be done. And I got to realize that even someone of my years can do this awesome stuff if I work on it. And Tai Chi is a very fun thing to do. It's a lot of work, it can be very intense, but it lifts your spirits. It makes you happy when you're doing it. And you look forward to doing it. Because as a student, when you're working on the forms, you're so concentrating on the forms that you sometimes lose the bigger picture. And there you could really see the bigger picture. You could see how it all comes together into a whole way of life. Tai Chi has truly been a life-changing experience for me. And I really highly recommend it to everyone. It's all about balance and breath and a way of life. It's so peaceful. It's innovating, and yet it's so peaceful.
It's an experience that you get, and you will learn so much more through being around other students, more experienced students. And it removes you from your mind frame of rush and go. And also, Tai Chi teaches you to handle situations with more grace, more of a tempered approach.
For me, the experience of going to the Qi retreat was such a beautiful time. I went with my husband, met his teacher, his fellow students. And for me, it was a time to be able to separate from the static of the daily life, the daily job, and really come in touch with myself to try and understand Tai Chi from a deeper viewpoint, something more internal than just what I had watched before. What stood out for me was the fact that Tai Chi is so much more than just watching it. When you're trying to do Tai Chi, all the wisdom that we had some introductory words by Master Lu gave us some internal content to keep in our mind as we were going through and learning the forms, that the more you can relax, the more you do breathe, the more you let go, the more you really can become one with your movements, which is different than what you usually think about on a daily basis. After the retreat, I felt very happy I went. It was a beautiful weekend. We were in a beautiful place, early spring weather. But the teaching shows you to go with the flow. If it had been raining, if it had been snowing, if it had been anything outside, we would have had an equally good experience, because it meant you could appreciate the beauty of nature and appreciate and go with whatever is happening around you. And I think that taking that into your daily life really can be very, have your daily experience be very different, more peaceful, more centered, calm through that practice. I'd recommend that retreat to anybody who was looking to find a way to find mind-body unity or inner peace. It's a perfect way to start out. Like I said, I'm not a student, but for me, even on the introductory level, whether it was the food, the people, the atmosphere, the cleanliness, all helps you really get in touch with your inner self and do a better job in your daily life. So I would recommend it to anybody, business people, older people who are concerned about their health, younger people trying to do better in school. It really does help you feel more clear, focused, balanced. It really is something for everybody. I'd like to just say that I'm grateful that I went and that the students opened their heart to me, as well as Master Lu, and I really appreciated his words of guidance and his example, the example of the young masters and the teachers that they gave. So it is in your example as well, not just your words.
Okay, first of all, Shifu introduced and invited me to come to attend a Qi retreat last year, and I had a wonderful experience. I stayed there for 3 days, and after the 3-day retreat, I felt so totally mentally, spiritually, physically rejuvenated, and totally felt like a new person. And my wife is really interested in meditation and Tai Chi or yoga, something like that. So I thought she might be really interested because it's on the weekends, she have a time to attend. So I invited her to come, and she wanted to come. So I decided to join with her. We attended one day on Saturday all day, and it was a wonderful experience. First of all, you really need to remove yourself from your daily routine, and through the experience, fellowship with the fellow students, Shifu, Central Shifu, and the beautiful nature, and training, and also, healthy food, Oriental food, also really helps in how to cleanse your system. Like in a whole retreat, like a cleansing your mind and body and spirit, like making you a better person. Wonderful experience.
Would you recommend it to someone?
Sure, I do. Yeah, at any levels. You can attend and get some benefit from the experience you have. Yeah. You cannot explain, just need to attend it and feel with a sense of peace, harmony, and tranquility. And cleanse, kind of purify yourself. Being united with the rest of the world. Just kind of very peaceful feeling again. Yes.
What activities there did you enjoy the most?
I would say, of course, I like enjoying doing different kinds of Qigong movements. It's very difficult to learn. It takes time to learn, and I would like to learn. But most of all, I think a good experience is, fellowship with the fellow students, and also, Shifu's teaching about, the meaning of Chan. Kind of you cannot explain, but it's kind of something you have to, grasp with your own experience and intuition, not just something you explain by words or something like that. It's a very deep experience, but that is the most important, as I felt. Yeah.
Of course, we did some new exercises that I had not done before. A lot of them involved integration with meditation. So we were encouraged to relax and get a sense of a connection with nature. It was on the beach at Pensacola in a very beautiful setting. So I think for me it was a combination of both the meditation that the master taught and some introduction to some new exercise routines that we didn't see here in the classroom. It was furthered my sense of the enriching possibilities of Tai Chi as a way of life, and showing me more practices that I can take into my everyday life and continue to work on.
I was invited to the retreat years ago, and I enjoy every bit of it. I learned so much about my Asian culture that I need to go back, and I found the answer for all the problems I had before I started the Tai Chi, and I did find the answer for that. I enjoy the most when you can tune in yourself, relax, you can find peace in your mind. I came to the school with a lot of problems, physically, mentally. I was overwhelmed with the Katrina, and I was in bad shape and I couldn't get out. I don't know how to get out. And I came to the school for the Tai Chi to find the peace of it. And I was invited to the retreat. And I'm glad I did it, because I learned so much from that, and I can see that I can resolve my problem. Tai Chi did brought back my activity. I suffer a lot of pain, my joint and stress, And it did help me to cope with it, and I gained all my flexibility, and I function a lot better now. I owe that to that school. The Tai Chi and Qigong is just exercise, breathing of your mind and body. And we forgot how to breathe correctly and properly. So I would highly recommend everybody go back to the nature, the simple thing that we forgot, even just a simple breathing. And that cured me. Life is so short. Whatever thing you can learn now and keep yourself healthy, that's the way to go.